Hey guys, what's up? It's Trey Riggs. I'm now the city champion of NBA 2K23. It's honestly unbelievable, and it's such an honor to win this award. I use a 6'8" point guard, and it can do a little bit of everything. It has defense, it can shoot, it can dribble. I average 16 points per game, so I slash and I get double teamed, I'll hit my teammate. I fell in love with the
And Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches to experiment with lineup combinations. And for the players, it's important they learn each other's tendencies and try and work on building chemistry.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Gill. And there's the great, and it's Lee in at the point. Lee passes to the great. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Ball. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Count it.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Here's George. Here's the great. The shot's good on the assist by George. The great's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Ball. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For Charlotte, they might be the most electric team, Clark, in the NBA. Young and very exciting.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, they're extremely potent, and they are exciting to watch. LaMelo Ball, man, he can do just about everything. The Hornets, a lot of fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Ball dishes to Williams. Pass to Burks. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Teagues. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. The great passes to Zubac. Rebound by Williams.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
To the paint. The kick out to Ball. Lock at 6. Back to Burks. Tries from 10. And oh boy, a lot of... contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here's the great. 12 points for him. From deep, George. No good. Hornets trail by 6. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few minutes to share with me. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Looking to get into a rhythm early, Greg, with their shooting.
And I think to get into a good flow, you need to get everyone involved, even if it's as a facilitator.
That's right. I mean, the only thing that matters is what the scoreboard shows. I mean, your role is dependent on what the team needs from you at the time. Excel in your role. That's what good teammates do.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Gill. Chris Middleton's checked in for George. And it's Joseph in for Saban Lee. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. A 12-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
So it's the Clippers now. Following the bucket by the Hornets, nobody near Leonard. A three-pointer is right on target.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
It's Hornets ball.
Here's Richards. Dedmon defending. Ball kicks to Monk. They get a hand on it. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Monk. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's the great. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The pass to Bouknight. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. The shot misses. Great D that time from Leonard. The great passes to Joseph. Here's the great. 20 points for him. Nails the baby hook. The great's got 22 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Charlotte no good that time either. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
What we saw in that
good ball movement. Los Angeles, they have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the great in the last outing against the Hawks played a huge game. He ended up with 62 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Zubac, and it's Kawhi Leonard in for Gill.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's the great, and he comes up with the deuce. The great's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Right wing. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Monk. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And that one drops for him.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Over to the wing. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 6.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the notch out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
The great misses.
A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
Bassey, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bassey's got his second basket. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. That one on Monk. For Los Angeles, they have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. 23 seconds left here in the second. It's stolen. Here's the great. He's got 31. from past the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
And so it's Los Angeles out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the great.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Gill. Lee out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's the great in at the small forward. George against Ball. Here's the great. Count the basket. The great's got 38 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead.
Pass to Bassey. Burks with it. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit from 12.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And again, shot good from the great. 40 points for the great.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in, and the call will go against the great. That'll be his second foul of the game. Grant Williams is checked in for the Hornets.
Coming onto the floor for your Hornets.
And here's Burks. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Puts it up from 7. Here's the great. That one doesn't go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Outside, Ball. They could use a bucket, and he lays it up and in. Ball's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Pass to Williams. George against Burks. Here's Teagues. No good from outside.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's the great. Off target with his 3. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Charlotte. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. And now the Clippers on the break. Lee gets the bucket.
Lee.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Up top, Burks to end the run. The Great grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The Great's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team. Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. And foul on the... shot he'll shoot, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Zubac trying to break loose. And the basket by the Great. The Great's got 47 points. 1:22 left in the third. Down low to end the drought. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance and the...
Changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Alec Burks comes in for Monk. And it's Ball in for Bouknight. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Clippers. The Great comes in for Chris Middleton. There's the pass to Burks. Now Ball. Burks on the wing. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Cancar's checked in. L.A. has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Nesmith is out there with Ball. Then it's Williams. Then it's Jones. And it's Sessions in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Dishes it to Ball. Pass to Nesmith. He kicks it to Sessions. Outside, Ball. Clock at 4. Now here's Sessions. He's guarded close. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Pass to Cancar. Here's the Great. He's covered by Sessions. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Hornets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Kicks to Jones. Now, here's Neesmith with the drive. Over in the corner, Williams. The three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Great's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the player.
Hits the three-point bomb.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
The Great lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Joseph.
The Great's got 54 points. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Williams.
2 minutes.
It's Dedmon with the rebound.
2 minutes.
Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The Great misses. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Sessions passes the ball. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Great.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Here's the Great, defended by Jones. Here's the Great. No good there. Excellent D that time from Jones. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Bouknight passes to Richards. Here's Neesmith. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll